Hey everybody, Plain Safe Sam with you, and as you can see behind me, we are rocking and rolling. Hey everyone, Plain Safe Sam here with you, and today marks day 4 of the inspection on the T-33, and I gotta tell you, we're making progress, but it's kind of strange because the more we make progress, the further behind I feel we get, because there's just so much stuff to do. It's 92 pages of inspection on this thing, and plus we have to do the 400-hour, we have to do the 100-hour fuel nozzle cleaning and inspection, and that's created quite a lot of work. Changing tires on it, got the wheels and tires over, the wheels over at the shop, and getting new meats put on. Well, let me show you. So this is where we're at, and we had to separate the tail because we've got to actually pull the engine. Still got to come out some more because the fuel nozzles are underneath there, in there, or there's one right there somewhere, I don't know. Anyway, they're in there, but you got to pull. Here's one up there. Okay, so here's my hand up in there. And we got to pull that thing out to about here to get to the nozzles. And there's one nozzle for each burner can. So I got to pull them all, flow check them, clean them, flow check them, put them back in. So that's ended up being a lot of work. And I'll apologize right now. I am not the guy who can have his camera sitting there or have a cameraman watching while we're doing all this stuff, because I've got to work on it. I got to get the stuff done. So all I get to show you now is the aftermath of what's happened. We've got everything inspected. Like I'd say 90% of the inspection's done. So we got the side panels put back on. That rudder's got to come off, but I was up there yesterday and it's a little too wobbly on this stand to pull that rudder off, so we're gonna have to wait till we get the back end attached to the front end to do that. And there's the push tubes for the elevator. Those are rudder cables hanging down. They're just quick disconnect right here. It's kind of neat. It's just an over center thing. We've got this band plate here that when we get the engine and the tailpipe, that part of tailpipe and this part of tailpipe made it up again, that comes and clamps over, and just that quick connects onto there. Wasn't too hard to get the tail off. We didn't know about this vent line here. That was kind of holding us up a little bit, but we did know about all these connections here. All this wiring goes in through those holes, and then they get reconnected into here. So, and they got plenty of room to get in from, a couple different directions to get to them. Anyway, so this is where we're at right now. Got the fairings put back on the fuel tanks where they meet the wings. Did all the inspection on that. Have not swung the gear yet, because we don't have the wheels and that stuff done. I don't know what else to tell you. It's been a lot of work. You see the discs, get those back up to meet each other, and then they go into the wheel, and the wheel slides over those keyways there with some keys, and then what we'll do after we do gear swings is we'll set the brakes and we'll measure everything out to make sure they look good. But so far, I mean, I think everything looked good. Did a lot of work up in here cleaning. I know you can't really tell, but it was a lot dirtier. So did a lot of cleaning, and kind of a clean freak. That's kind of the Navy coming out of me. But a lot of stuff to look at, a lot of stuff to lube. Had to do some rework on the flap stuff. Here are the speed brakes. I gotta check this out. I think this is hilarious. Warning. I especially like this part here, where the guy's head is snapped up inside there, and they just got like a couple little red splotches of, I don't know, sweat coming out. Look at the wrench. The wrench flowing out of his hand right there. That's what they tell you. Look at dude up there is going, oh shit, man. What happened? This guy down here is saying, snap. So, yeah, it's on both of them. So, warning. Don't put your head up in there. So, anyway, cleaned up in there to some lubing. Try to lube everything you can. Grease the gear down good. Lubed all the hinges. Yeah. And yeah, I was sore when I got home yesterday. This is day 4. And really haven't had any break. Thing's got 3 gigantic lead acid batteries. It used to have armament. When it was a trainer, it had guns sticking out and it had ammunition in the back. I mean, like real stuff. When they pulled that out, they put these lead plates in here. And there were some big old lead plates. And it goes all the way back. So the manual says if, it's for military stuff, it says if you remove the guns and you need to jack it up, you need to put 300 pounds of ballast in the nose, just to give you an idea. So, yeah, we're going to change the nose tire as well. As long as we're doing tires, might as well do them all at once. There's another battery up there, so three good-sized lead acid batteries, sealed lead acid batteries. Here's up in the nose wheel well. Got this open here. You can see the air cycle machine, and that is for air conditioning. And I can tell you there's a lot of stuff in here. That's the emergency gear pump right there, just a tiny little bugger, but it only needs to do it once. Get that gear down if there's a problem. The other thing, let's see, what I was gonna say, I don't remember. Anyway, we're on our way to, I hope, success here. Hopefully we can get this thing done by next Thursday or so and get some flying on it, and then you can take it to OSHKOSH for the air show. That's the goal. That's the goal. But here's the other thing. In the meantime, I had to go and work on his family jet. So let me show you that real quick here. Go past here. This thing is pretty big. It's pretty crazy. Lots of stuff to grease, lots of stuff to clean. Here's the family jet. So I just got done changing out the landing gear blowdown bottle. It was due for hydro and overall. So you just ordered it from Cessna. Of course, all this stuff was out. Pulled the bottle out, swapped the fittings, seals, all that stuff. I got some nitrogen in it. I've got to run over to the shop and grab some leak checker and do some leak checking on it. The bottle was a little warm. from servicing, but it's okay now. And so yeah, that's also what I've been doing. Pull the O2 bottle out of this as well. That's out for hydro. And so this one here is the priority airplane over this one here, because that's the family plane and this is the fun plane. So I think he's taking a family for somewhere soon, so we gotta get that done. But hopefully Adam can get over here today and help me get that engine slid back a little bit and we get those nozzles out and see where we're at with all that. And I'd like to get those nozzles wrapped up and the gear swings done. If we do that, all we really have left to do is the 400 hour on it, which is you know, the rudder, oxygen fittings and servicing connections to inspect. And I don't know, probably be wrapping it up if we can. But I tell you what, I'm supposed to be off this week, and I had it on my calendar, Sam's off. Well, you see how that worked out. But the things you do for your friends, you try to help them out as best I can, and that's what I'm doing. So that's really all I have for right now. I don't have jacking it up. I don't have pulling the tail off, but you can see it's jacked up and the tail's off. I don't have us pounding the screws all back in, but you know, all the screws are back in. So anyway, hey, leave some feedback. You know, write something down below if you like what you see. Subscribe, like it. You know, give me some feedback on this. It's a cool airplane, old 1957 CT-133, the Canadian version of the Lockheed T-33. So this is a Canadair, and all the manuals, no shit, are half the manual is English, the other half is French, which is pretty cool. I suppose if I read enough and then looked next door and read enough again, I could maybe learn French. I do know this. That there is an empennage. That's French for tail. All right, that's all I got. I got to run. I got to go over to the other side and get some leak checker and a couple other things and get back over here and get plowing away on it. Hey, thanks for watching. I will probably post one more episode on this, I guess, when we get it wrapped up and it's out running and maybe flying. So, all right, stay tuned. Appreciate you guys, and hope you enjoy looking at old airplane and seeing kind of what makes them tick. All right, catch you later.